Hello, wellness warriors. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm super excited because today I'm doing one of the things that I'm super passionate about, which is women empowerment. Woo! Yes. So this has been in my heart because for the entire week, I've had many clients who have talked about how they feel the need to tone it down in order to be accepted. And I'm like, oh, I remember being there. And they're like, I feel like there's something wrong with me because I am outspoken and then people think that I'm aggressive. And I'm like, oh, Lord, the story of a brown woman indeed. And I feel like women empowerment is huge. So for years, I was always battling this and I lost friendship after friendship after friendship and I didn't understand what was wrong. And I thought there was something wrong with me. I remember I would go to therapy, I would cry, but I didn't change. I just kept being like who I was, right? And then once I became older, I realized, oh, like it's not that there is something wrong with me. It's just that there's something absolutely, completely, totally wrong with society. And a woman being outspoken and being real is not accepted. And then a brown woman being real and being okay and liking herself and telling other women like, hey, that's not acceptable. Don't take that shit. Like stand up for yourself, blah, 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 blah. All those things are not acceptable in this society. So, and people like sometimes still to this day, people in my life make fun of me. They're like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, Olinka, like such a feminist. Like it's a bad thing to be a feminist. Let me tell you, everybody should be a feminist. Please look up what feminism really means. Because I don't know. It's like people think feminism machismo. And I'm like, no, no. And so like internal misogyny is real, y'all. Like women can be misogynistic as fuck. And it's sad, but it's true. And so they have this internal misogyny going on. And they pass it on generation to generation to generation. And you may be thinking like, well, how does that look like? Let me tell you an example. Women eat last. Like serve everybody else. You put yourself last. Boom. That's misogynistic. And you're like, Olinka, but that's culture. No. We need to quit doing the whole like, we need to respect everybody's culture when it comes to like misogynistic expectations, ideology, philosophy, and misogynistic cultures like hating women or making them not be equal citizens or they having us force them to wear certain things. Like if it is their choice, that's great because it is their choice, not because anybody else is making them to do so. Okay, thank you. Like, well, you don't need to go to university because you're gonna get married or things like that. And a lot of people they're like, that's cultura. Like, no. That is not okay. If it's anything that infringes on a woman's right, it is against it's against human rights, period. So like no. Anyway, and so I just want to make sure that woman, I am woman, hear me roar. Yes, you do not need to tone it down. You do not need you don't need yourself to be allowed. No, hombre, I haven't slept. You can tell with all my lack of. You should not allow yourself to be mistreated. Baby girl, don't dull your spark. Ever. Calladita no te ves más bonita. Speak. Let it out. You don't look prettier just because you're quiet. Baby girl, I need you to let it out, to speak your truth, to be congruent with your emotions, your thoughts, your actions. There's nothing more beautiful than congruency in this world. There's nothing more beautiful than being true to who you are, being yourself, standing up for what you believe, not falling down for anything, and truly, fully loving yourself. And if you're like, Olinka, I don't know how to love myself, buy my first book, Have the Self-Love Life, How to Love Yourself for Real. And then you can buy my second book because I think it has 30 powerful lessons that we can all use for, especially for this 2020 year. So I am a big believer that women should empower each other. Like I said, I lost all those friendships throughout the years, but my God, did I gain some amazing, badass mujeres in my life who are everything. I mean, I love them. And they're this awesome tribe and they have my back and I have theirs, and nothing is as beautiful as that. They are as strong as me and I am as strong as them. And I posted something the other day that said, I'm not letting go of the woman that I am today. And I admire the shit out of her because I literally went through hell and back to become her. And I'm totally 150% like truth to that. The woman that I am today, not only did it take work, but it took a lot of losses that I would do over and over again because I gained who I truly am. Like, I am congruent with my thoughts, my emotions, my actions. I say what I mean what I say, I do what I say what I do, kind of thing. Yes, it has a price. My mom the other day said to me, Mariolinka, you are too much. You're too much for certain people. You are controversial, and they don't like that. And I said, you know what, Mom? I mean, I really don't give a shit. This is who I am. And I like who I am. And we're all different. And I think it's important that we all acknowledge that and don't compare ourselves to anybody else and embrace who we truly are and then own it. Do not dim your spark for anyone. Please, I beg you, do not dim your spark for anybody. I've had people in my life who had literally told me that I was too much. And these are people that love me, okay? Love me. They were friends. They were like sisters. And they were like, you're too much. And it was something that they couldn't deal with. And I was like, ahí está la puerta. There's a door, girl. Bye. Because I'm not going to change. I haven't done anything. I'm not hurting you. I'm not offending you. You just don't like that I am who I am. So there's no need for you to be in my life. Like, that's okay. So please do not dull your spark. Like, I'm a big believer that we as women have come so far, but we have a long way to go. But women before us have fought for us to have a voice. They have fought for us to have choices. Like Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz from the 1600s. She was a nun because she had no other choice. It was the only way that she could give in herself to her studies because women were not even allowed to read back then. So these women have fought for us. These women have truly gone out of their way so that women today like us can have choices. Embrace them. Find your passion, what interests you, and pursues it. Keep going. Do not let anybody dim your shine. Don't let anybody bring your sparkle down, tell you that you're not good enough, that you need to lose weight, or that you need to tone it down, or that you're never going to find a partner, or that you shouldn't pursue your dreams, or that you shouldn't love who you love, or that you shouldn't dress how you dress, or that you shouldn't wear makeup. I don't know how many times people tell me how I wear a lot of makeup. I'm like, why is that even your business? This is who I am. But people will always have something to say about women because we live in a misogynistic society. Yes, we do. It's just the sad truth. And women of color out there are suffering, and they're being asked to be invisible and be quiet and be less than and not to fight. And no, girl, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do that. You stand up for yourself, and when you believe in your loved ones, and you go and you get it, because you have that right. We are some of our ancestors' biggest dreams. I'm a Lebanese Mexican woman. My great grandmother got the shit beat out of her when she got married the first time because she did it behind her father's back. They beat the shit out of her. They annulled the marriage as soon as they found out because it was that day, and they put her in her room for 2 years. Then she married my great grandfather, who was 20 years older than she was, and she always said he wasn't the love of my life, but he was a great man. So let me tell you something. Some of us today are making choices, and we are their biggest dream because they couldn't do it themselves. They tried, but they couldn't. But we're standing here free. Kind of free, but that's another video. So please, girl, don't let anybody else take that away from you. No one, including yourself, especially you. Do not give away your power. No one deserves for you to give away your power. Let it be true that you're a badass. Let it be known. And go out and shine, baby, shine. Just wanted to share that. I was very motivated to share all that. Thank you for watching. I really enjoy doing this. I love it. I love that you guys watch. I love the comments. I love the questions. I love the messages. Have an awesome week. Bye, guys.